Good afternoon and welcome to this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge here on Hawaii's beautiful island of Kauai. Along with my partner Rodney Cole, I'm Brian Kelly, and we'll be bringing you live coverage of the Quarterback Challenge. Now, Rodney, how competitive do these guys get when participating in an event like today's Quarterback Challenge?
I think you can expect to see each quarterback working hard and making a good effort to win this competition. These guys compete against each other all the time, and today is no exception.
You're right, Rodney. These guys compete for a living, so I'm expecting to see a good battle out here today. That will lead us to the start of this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge. First up for today's Quarterback Challenge is the speed and mobility portion of our event. How important is this event to our competitors here today?
Well, there's a lot more to it than that. This is a well-designed event, Brian. These quarterbacks get to move around and show their speed. But the critical part of this event is the timing and accuracy needed for the throw at the end. The timing comes into play when you cross that red line. That's when you're allowed to let the football go. And the quicker you can get rid of the ball, the faster your time will be. Not only do you have to release the ball quickly, but you have to be accurate. Now, the target looks close and it looks easy, but believe me, with the pressure of this being a timed event, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Take us through the speed and mobility course that these guys will have to contend with today.
Brian, this is a good test of quarterback skills. Each quarterback will start by taking the ball off the podium, run around to his right, duck under the first defender, then he comes back across the field and cuts in between two other defenders. Lastly, he'll have to hurdle a bar, cross the red line, and then make a pass at the target. He'll be judged not only on his speed, but also on the accuracy of his throw.
Now miss the target and 1 full second is added to your time. You can deduct time from your score the closer you get to the center of the target. There's no penalty when you hit the outside ring. 1/4 second is deducted if the second ring is hit, and a bullseye will take half a second from the time it takes to complete the course. We're about to begin. Anything you want to add, Rodney?
I think we've covered everything. Let's get this challenge started.
All right, well, our first quarterback in the speed and mobility will be Brett Favre. Right on target there as he hits the second ring. That will give him a 1/4 second bonus to his time. His total time for this run is 9.01. Jay Fiedler is next up in this event. Nice throw there, and he strikes the second ring for a 1/4 second bonus. Let's check out the official time for his run. Doug Flutie will be up next in this event. Perfect throw on the run, and he paints the bullseye.
Kids, if you're out there watching, take a look at the way he squares his shoulders to the target and steps into the throw. He holds it all the way through the follow-through. Technically perfect.
Here are the results on the run for Doug Flutie. Next up is Gus Frerotte. He hit the bullseye! That will be half a second deduction from his time. And he comes away with a time of 8.83. Our next competitor in the speed and mobility event is Rich Gannon. He gets a nice throw on the run and strikes the center of the target for a bonus of a half second.
Kids, if you're out there watching, take a look at the way he squares his shoulders to the target and steps into the throw. He holds it all the way through the follow-through. Technically perfect.
Let's take a look at his time. And that time puts him in first place. Jeff Garcia will be up next in this event. He strikes the second ring, and a quarter of a second will be deducted from his time. Jeff Garcia will end up with a 8.67. Next up is Jason Garrett. Perfect throw on the run, and he paints the bullseye.
The key to this run was that he didn't hit any obstacles. Then, when it was time to make the big throw, he got his shoulders square to the target and delivered a strike.
And he'll end up with a 9.11. And the final competitor for today's speed and mobility is Jeff George. Nice throw there, and he strikes the second ring for a quarter-second bonus. Well, Rich Gannon leads the event so far with his time of 8.4. Our next competitor in the speed and mobility event is Rich Gannon. With that throw, he hits the third ring and finishes this run without a penalty or bonus to his time. Let's check out the official time for his run. Jeff Garcia is next up in this event. Here's the time he needs to win this event. Great throw there, and it hits the second ring. That will be a quarter of a second bonus for him on this run.
Good job hitting that second ring and making a clean run through the obstacles. This will definitely help him in the standings.
Well, here are the results in the speed and mobility for Jeff Garcia. Rich Gannon takes the lead in the overall standings after winning this first event. Next up, the accuracy portion of our competition. Rodney, give us the inside scoop for this event.
Well, to score a lot of points in this event, you have to do a number of things. First of all, you have to move fast. The longer you wait between each throw, the farther the target will move away from you. And the farther away that target gets, the harder the throw becomes. Another thing you have to do is keep your feet moving. A lot of quarterbacks get up here and they move like they're stuck in concrete, and as a result, they throw inaccurate passes. The best thing to do is to pretend you're actually in a game situation.
And here is how the accuracy event works. 3 balls from the first station are thrown at the target moving from right to left. The next 3 balls are thrown at the target moving from left to right. And then the competitors have to roll out to their right and hit one of the 2 deep targets for big points. And as a side note, the left-handed competitors will have the course reversed, so they're not at a disadvantage. Jason Garrett is up first for the accuracy event. And here are the results in the accuracy competition for Jason Garrett. Next up will be Jay Fiedler. Here are the results in the accuracy competition for Jay Fiedler. Our next quarterback in the accuracy competition is Brett Favre. And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. Our next quarterback in the accuracy competition is Gus Frerotte. And here are the results in the accuracy competition for Gus Frerotte. Jeff George is our next quarterback to compete. And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. Next up will be Doug Flutie. Here are the results in the accuracy competition for Doug Flutie. Up next for the accuracy event, we have Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia comes away with a grand total of 44 points. Our last quarterback in this event will be Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon comes away with a grand total of 66 points. Rich Gannon leads the accuracy event up to this point. And at the end of the accuracy event, our winner is Jeff George. The long ball competition will be the next event. Here is Rodney Cole to tell us what it's going to take to win this long-distance showdown.
Well, it's a combination of both. The landing area where the players are trying to throw the ball is 50 yards downfield, and it's only 10 yards wide. Just getting the ball there requires a lot of arm strength. Then making it land in that small area is a task all itself.
Here are the rules to the long ball competition. Rodney, you know me. The fewer rules there are, the better I like it. And there really is only one rule to worry about here. After the first 50 yards, the ball must stay within the 10-yard wide landing zone. It's that simple. Each player will get 2 attempts, with the best one counting. Jason Garrett is up first for the long-distance event. And there it goes. And a pretty decent throw for Jason Garrett.
This was a good throw. He still has another one, but this should relieve some of the pressure because this was a good enough throw to keep him near the top of the leaderboard.
Up to attempt his first pass is Brett Favre. He's in trouble with this throw, Rodney. I don't think he's going to be very happy with this throw, Rodney. Jay Fiedler will now have his first attempt at the long-distance throw. Nice spiral and good distance on the throw. Decent throw for Jay Fiedler.
This was a good throw. He still has another one, but this should relieve some of the pressure because this was a good enough throw to keep him near the top of the leaderboard.
Doug Flutie steps up to make his first throw. And he lets it go. And this one stays in, and he'll be credited with 59 yards.
That was a pretty well-thrown ball. The good thing about this is he can give it everything he's got on the second throw and not have to worry about finishing low in the overall standings.
Jeff Garcia will now have his first attempt at the long-distance throw. And he lets it go. And a pretty decent throw for Jeff Garcia.
Not a bad throw at all. It's always good to have a decent throw like this in the first round. That way you can go for it all in the second round and not hold back.
Up to attempt his first pass is Gus Frerotte. Good throw here, Rodney. And this one stays in, and he'll be credited with 69 yards.
Nice throw, and it stayed in bounds. He still has another throw, so let's see if he can beat it next round.
Jeff George steps up to make his first throw. He got some nice distance on that throw, Rodney. It lands inside the area, and that will be a throw of 76 yards.
Man, the ball came out of there like it was shot out of a cannon.
Now up to attempt his first throw is Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon with the release. It stays in bounds, and he gets a nice throw of 67 yards.
That was a pretty well-thrown ball. The good thing about this is he can give it everything he's got on the second throw and not have to worry about finishing low in the overall standings.
And coming up for his second throw is Brett Favre. Not an accurate throw, Rodney. This one is sure to land outside the target area. That's one you'll want to forget about. Up next to throw is Doug Flutie. Nice spiral and good distance on the throw. Good throw here, and it ends up being 63 yards. Jeff Garcia is up next in the long distance competition. Nice throw by Jeff Garcia. Decent throw for Jeff Garcia. Jason Garrett steps in to make his throw. Not the throw he was looking for. This one looks like it's heading out of bounds. I don't think he's going to be very happy with that pass, Rodney. Our next quarterback is Rich Gannon. And he gets all of this one. What a throw! Spectacular throw here for a total of 73 yards.
What a great effort. He went for the big throw and came up huge. That's one he can be proud of.
Jay Fiedler is up next in the long distance competition. And there it goes. Decent throw for Jay Fiedler. Gus Farrat steps in to make his throw. And there it goes. It stays in bounds, and he gets a nice throw of 64 yards. Up next to throw is Jeff George. And a great throw. If this stays in, it could be a record. And this lands in the area for a throw of 78 yards. Next up is read and recognition. And Rodney, what are the skills needed to excel in this event?
This is where the challenge is won or lost. Not only is this event worth the most points overall, but it also puts the quarterbacks into a game-type situation. These guys will drop back and have to recognize which receivers are open based on whether or not they have the flags up above the target. I'm thinking with all the talented quarterbacks out there right now, we could see some high scores.
The rules for the read and recognition event are as follows. Each player gets 4 throws. The short target is always live and stationary. There will be 4 intermediate targets, and they're worth anywhere from 12 to 26 points. The deep target is live and is worth a maximum of 60 points for a bullseye. Brett Favre is preparing to make his first throw in the read and recognition event. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 24 points. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 27 points. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 30 points. Perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 60 points. Brett Favre finishes this round with a total score of 141 points.
He was right on the money with most of his throws and finished with a great score. This will definitely move him up in the standings.
Jason Garrett steps up to try his luck at the read and recognition. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. And the throw strikes the second ring for 45 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 12 points. At the end of the event, he finishes with a total of 117 points.
Pretty good run, Brian. He hit a few targets and racked up a very good score. Might not be enough to win this event, but it's good enough to put him high up on the leaderboard.
Up next is Doug Flutie. Perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 36 points. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 27 points. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 27 points. And the throw strikes the second ring for 45 points. And he finishes off the event with a grand total of 135 points.
He was right on the money with most of his throws and finished with a great score. This will definitely move him up in the standings.
Coming up next in this event is Jay Fiedler. Well, he hit the target, but not within the rings. No points awarded. And he completely misses the target. And it sails wide right, completely missing the target. No score. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 9 points. Jay Fiedler will finish the read and recognition event with 9 points.
Wow, and to believe this guy is a quarterback in the National Football League. If this is the type of accuracy and recognition he's going to show on Sundays, I don't think he has much of a future in this league.
Jeff Garcia steps up to try his luck at the read and recognition. And the throw strikes the second ring for 27 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 18 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. Jeff Garcia will finish the read and recognition event with 165 points.
What an outstanding performance. He had the timing down on all his throws and came away with a great score.
Coming up next in this event is Gus Frerotte. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 45 points. Perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 36 points. Hits the third ring for 18 points. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 30 points. Gus Frerotte finishes this round with a total score of 129 points.
This was a great overall run. He came away with an awesome score, and that should move him up in the overall standings.
Up next is Jeff George. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 30 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 36 points. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 30 points. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 18 points. At the end of the event, he finishes with a total. Next up is Rich Gannon. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 60 points. And the throw strikes the second ring for 45 points. Hits the third ring for 18 points. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 18 points. And he finishes off the event with a grand total of 141 points.
He was right on the money with most of his throws and finished with a great score. This will definitely move him up in the standings.
And that ends our NFL Quarterback Challenge for this year. And our overall winner is Rich Gannon. For Acclaim Sports and Rodney Cole, this is Brian Kelly saying aloha from beautiful Hawaii. And thank you for joining us for this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge.